Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kyle Jones. Hey, sorry it's a little bit dark on the camera here. I parked in the shade, just finished up a really good day here in Brewster doing some sockeye fishing. So I wanted to take a second while I found a shady spot, just got done cleaning the boat, to kind of let you guys in on maybe a few tips and tricks to help you guys get into more fish out there. Even though, you know, I think with the numbers and everything, it always sounds like it should be really easy fishing all the time, and I think we take for granted the amount of time that some of us have put into learning these places and learning how to do this. And yeah, so I just wanted to, hopefully I can help shorten the learning curve for you guys. So lead wise, I'll just show you guys my setup here. I'm running like 65-pound braid, nothing different than most salmon setups. And as with everything, I start with one of those line lock sliders from VIP. They're awesome. And then here's my little trick to save my rods. That's a gum pucky by Silver Horde. They're actually made for going up in the belly or into the head of hoochies, but they're incredibly efficient at keeping your rod tips and your eyelets good. They're squishy, so every time, you know, we always say reel the lead up to the tip and then lift, but when you go ahead and do that and you slam the sinker in there, it cushions the rod tip. So I'd really recommend that. So from there, I always get connections with snap swivel snaps and bead chains. I got a bead chain swivel there. That's about 32 inches or so of 50-pound mono. I like 50 in case these sockeye go absolutely berserk. So they get near the boat, they end up hitting the prop, they do all sorts of stuff. So the more things I can do to kind of beef up the system there and make sure that we don't lose those fish, or I don't lose my Dodgers, because, you know, these things get expensive. Down to an 8-inch, I believe this is just the Danielson Dodger. You know, real inexpensive, but if you can find them still, the Ott and the number 1 Les Davis's, the old school ones, amazing. If you guys can get a hold of them, or if anybody you guys want to sell any, hit me up. I'd be buying them. But anyway, just the Danielson Dodgers, the Double D Dodger from Max. I think that's the other one I have on here, but I'll show you guys this. And one little trick on these Dodgers is they come flat, and you can see I've put a pretty good bend in that one. By putting that bend in it, I can get those things to work even slower than I normally would with them flat. So there's days like today, I really felt like it made a difference. The fish, there was no current in the pool. There was actually more current coming out of the Okanagan than there was in the Columbia, which is wild, and I've hardly ever seen that before. So with that, I was, at times, I wasn't even in gear. I was just drifting. I had rods going underneath the boat, just almost bumping it in and out of gear, going less than half a mile an hour speed over ground. And I was getting bit. So with live scope, it's pretty cool. I can watch fish come into my gear, and I can see how they're reacting. I can see if they want to come in and chase. And these fish today were just unbelievably lazy. So super slow was the name of the game, and that bend in that Dodger helped. And the cool thing about it is, if I wanted to take that bend out, I just bend it back. So you haven't ruined them if what you did isn't working. So big old bend like that, you know, start midway up, and that's going to get you guys more fish. And then to the leader part, so that's probably 14 inches or so. That one's actually nicked. That's going to have to get replaced before tomorrow. 14 inches or so. And I mean, I try to keep things really simple. Just that pink tiger smiley blade, that's a 1.1, a couple of beads, and then 2 number 1 or 1/0 hooks, and that's it. And then a coon shrimp. And so I cure all my own coon shrimp. I've got videos on that if you guys search. I think the best thing you can do coon shrimp wise is get good shrimp for one, and then keep it simple. I think a lot of guys add too much scents, and they add a bunch of junk and crap, and you know, scents and stuff can be great and they can turn the bite on, but they can also hurt you, and they can actually soften and ruin your shrimp too if you put them in the jar and they sit there. And so I just would encourage you to make sure that your shrimp is good. Get a good base cure. We've got some awesome ones that we've shared here on our channel. So get a good base cure your shrimp in that. And if you think that scent is the thing that's making the difference, then go ahead and mix in some small batches in another container. I'm gonna let you guys know though, a lot of times the scent isn't the thing that's keeping you from getting bit. A lot of you guys, you'll be going, it's just every day is different. Some days they want it fast, some days they want slow. You know, I saw a lot of guys today that were just passing me like crazy. So, you know, I was going slow. So that really helped. The other thing that I see, and I'm gonna offer this as a trick, and I know some guys aren't gonna like it, but you guys that are trolling around on your bow mounts, like, I know it's easy and it's an easy way for you to fish and move around your boat and control your boat, and most of you guys do a really good job. I'm not complaining about the way you guys handle your boats, although every once in a while there's a guy that, you know, there's 4 guys in the back of the boat and they're steering the bow mount from here and nobody's paying attention where they're going. That can be an issue, but most of you guys do great. And I get it. I have mine. It's easy peasy when you get to going, and you can just kind of keep speed and set speeds. But I'm gonna tell you, by running my kicker motor, and I'm not maintaining an exact speed. I am constantly, I'll kick the motor out of gear. I'll let my gear drop. I'll turn a little bit. I'll speed up. You know, those changes and all of that, and trying to figure out what those fish are doing, a lot of times is the difference between getting a couple and filling the boat. So I would just encourage you guys, if you have your kicker on there, learn to troll well with it. I really think that by trolling hands-on with your hand on your tiller handle, that good things happen, and you can motor set fish. You can do a lot of stuff that you just can't with that bow mount. I agree that if the wind starts blowing and I'm having trouble controlling my boat, my bow mount's going down, and I'm going in 4-wheel drive. But I would just encourage some of you guys to maybe not rely on your bow mount quite so much, and maybe it'll help you catch a few more fish. I know somebody's gonna chime in that they fish on their bow mount all the time and they hammer them, and that's fine. I'm sure you do. I'm just throwing some stuff out there that I noticed today that maybe will help a couple of guys. Vary your speeds, change your speeds. Don't be afraid to go super slow. Yeah, those are some things that'll help you guys catch some fish. I'll show you that other Dodger real quick, that Double D. So here's that Double D Dodger from Max. You can see that one's even got more of a bend in it. I really think that when those fish want everything really slow, that big bend really helps. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, anyway, but so as far as like weights and line out, I don't run downriggers. I've never run downriggers here. When I first started fishing here, everybody ran downriggers. I actually lost strips because people wanted to learn how to fish with downriggers. So never run downriggers, never found a need to. Some guys love them, that's all good. Not gonna adjust or complain about any of that. But the thing is these fish, most of the time I'm getting them between like 10 and 20 feet down in the water column. So to do that, I'm running, at least today, and I'll vary, but I was running my 6-ounce rods up off the bow. They were at, the 6s were at 20 and the 4s were at 24. So that had me in the zone. I could move those up and down depending on where I saw fish, and just really effective. And it's a system that I know allows me, I know where they are, I know how they're fishing. And so, yeah. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you guys watching this. Hopefully it helps. Yeah, well, hopefully, you know, if you guys have any more questions or anything, just feel free, ask questions down in the comments, you know, hit us up, you know, that kind of thing. Let us know what you guys are struggling with, or comments or anything like that. If you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine, I can take it. So just comment down below, you know, make sure you follow and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys later. Anyway, God bless, and we'll see you guys on the water.